Ladies and gentlemen, hey, it's Jesse from the original Fast and the Furious, and you're listening to Granny Shifting, the Fast and Furious podcast.
Welcome to Granny Shifting. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Jason.
And this is minute 73 of Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
We're going to do this minute from memory.
Yeah.
See how we do. Because not a whole lot happens in this minute.
But it's good. It's building. Oh.
All
right. If you remember, we tried to call Mike Moran last episode to find out about the trampoline. So I'm going to answer. He's calling me back right now. Hello?
Hello? Jason.
Michael. Hey,
dude.
You are live on the Granny Shifting podcast right now. Hope that's okay.
The Granny Shifty podcast. Awesome.
Yeah, so I hope it's all right. But we got in a little friendly debate, me and here Ryan, if you remember Ryan. I'm sure you do.
Layman, not Hershey.
Oh, we were trying to avoid last names here, Ryan. Anyhow, so he specifically remembers a trampoline next to the pool at your parents' house. And I told him I don't ever remember jumping on a trampoline at your house.
There was absolutely a trampoline next to the pool when we first moved there. But that was like...
Was it in ground?
The first summer?
Oh, was it before I was around?
I don't know if you would have ever seen it.
Oh, well, that would make sense. Okay.
Was it in ground, Mike?
It was an in-ground trampoline that was right next to the pool, and it was like probably 6 feet, 4 to 6. It was probably like 6 feet of like fake grass that was separating the trampoline from the pool, and the thing was to like jump from the trampoline to the pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's exactly what Ryan remembered, and I'm like, no, that never existed. But I think you guys like redid that whole pool and pool house and all that before we hung out.
I think so too.
Huh. Well, that explains it. I was right and you were right.
Okay.
All right. That's all we needed. Thanks for clearing that up, Mike.
Good stuff. Hey, see you guys.
Hey, see ya. Oh, man, am I glad you called back.
Oh, my word. I cannot believe that. I'm like, no, it makes sense. That's like they got rid of it. They did a remodel.
Well, they built like a big pool house out there then. Or did
Yeah.
they have that all along? Because there's like the driveway went to like the right, and there's like a garage, and then they went to the left as well to their house.
Yeah. Right before we started hanging out, they had redid all that.
Okay.
And like put tile, whatever, that nice outdoor tile around the pool, the hot tub. That's so funny. They had a trampoline. That sounds awesome.
Yeah. I was obviously too scared to make the jump, but that shouldn't surprise
and
you
you
at
were
all.
a trampoline guru, too.
And that was probably before then, though.
It stays with you.
No, I'm saying that happened before I was into trampolines.
Really?
It wasn't until
So
like 8th grade that I was like trampolining.
Oh, so you were at his house in middle school. I didn't even meet him until 9th grade when he came from... So
right, because
Ryan
he
went to private school, and so did Mike. But the private school they went to ended at 9th grade, so Ryan transferred to another top-notch private school for high school, and Mike went to he went to the same public high school as I did,
right,
where we started hanging out.
Yeah.
But there was no trampoline. Huh.
That's
unbelievable.
Funny.
I can't believe they got rid of it. That sounds awesome.
I had like a real question in my memory there. I'm like, did I totally make this up in my head?
Your memory's pretty spot on usually, too.
Like I can like close my eyes and picture him making the gap.
That's wild.
So.
That's crazy. Anyway.
Yep.
All right. So, Fast and Furious,
yeah,
minute
I don't have
from
to
memory.
click at all.
Almost immediately at the start of this minute, the scene changed from Brian having his little tantrum on the floor saying he's sorry to Dom, and they were at like some random trailer by an oil rig.
Right.
And now he's in FBI headquarters.
Right. So like steps off the elevator into
the office.
And immediately everybody starts staring at him, like to the point where you would think like there's like some deformity on his face.
Well,
like, people are like,
you have to remember he was an undercover agent, and they the last thing they knew, he disconnected his tracking device and then disappeared.
No. They called him when him and Dom got out of the little situation. They have the Hummer with some cocaine in it.
Okay.
And he is calling the FBI, and they tell him, he says something like, I got out or whatever. And he said, I or we, and we have traffic cams with you and Dom.
Right.
That was all after the big explosion with the cartel.
Okay.
So,
well, okay.
I forget what the direct order was.
But there's probably some drama because he disappeared for a couple days.
Yeah.
By disconnecting his tracking device. They got information on him, so it looked like he's doing something shady because he's with Dom, and they gave him an order like to come in or bring Dom in, they said.
Yeah, I'm sure that was
and he hung up, I think, right? So he's disobeying orders. He's been missing, and now he just waltzes through the office, and everybody's like, oh.
in street clothes, too.
Yeah, he's not in his suit. That's true. Maybe that's why.
It's like when you're at work and somebody who's off work comes in and they're
like,
regular
whoa,
clothes, and you're like,
you have pants, or I can see your kneecaps. You're not wearing pants.
right, like holding a fishing rod and a vest. This is what I do when I'm not here, right? That type of thing.
Yeah.
So
belly shirts.
I guess right. Like, you ever go into work when you were off, like to have to like get your laptop or your phone you left at work, and
you're wearing
you have to think about what you're wearing.
flip-flop.
Like, people are gonna like see what I'm wearing and judge me immediately on what I do after work. Like, I have to wear like a graphic tee that says something cool, so people think that like I do cool
you do
stuff when I'm
overthink
not
it.
here.
You do overthink it.
Yeah. Flip flops, like, ew, I don't want to see your toe hair.
Oh,
Get out of here
man.
with that.
Why did we even have toe hair? Explain that evolution.
We did that one already.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
We already talked about toe hair? How many years ago was that?
No. This was like in real life, probably 2 months ago.
Really?
Yeah.
So that'd be 2 months and episodes ago.
Because we talked about how people are hairy and what the hair does for them. Oh, it was when you were talking about...
Oh, yeah, the neighbor with
right.
no shirt on.
Yes.
We talked specifically about toe hair.
Right, because you literally said, explain that evolution.
Man, see, here's the thing. Ryan doesn't forget anything, and I apparently forget everything.
I couldn't remember Starry. I should remember my daughter's favorite
that's
soda.
True.
So
Yeah,
I
you're
forget
just a bad
stuff.
father.
I forget stuff when it has to do with my kids, like their teachers' names or parent-teacher conferences or
Right.
Christmas concerts.
Oh, yeah. Till what time the bus leaves.
Yeah, big karate tournaments. I don't think
Yeah.
of like stuff in movies that dads are notorious for forgetting or showing up late for. You know,
Where
I was at the office and I showed up late to your baseball tournament.
Oh, yeah.
And I missed, like, the dad shows up and like the field's vacant and there's some guy like sweeping the field. Right?
Oh, man.
Dads, right?
Yeah.
Where would we be without them? Literally not here.
Well, you can be a father without being a dad.
Okay.
That's deep.
Wow. Yeah.
So,
Anyways, so then Brian walks confidently to his boss's office. And
Yeah.
he said, you better have one heck of an explanation.
yes, now doors closed. It's his boss, him, and his boss's little sidekick. What's that guy's name?
Stasiak.
Stasiak.
Yeah.
So it's the three of them.
And his, like, I don't want to say assistant because I don't know what role she plays there.
Oh.
But, like, the person who's been, like, doing his, like, not dirty work, his, like, you know, tasks for him.
Right.
He's like, run all these plates and find out
Yeah.
who
Well,
has
we'll
the
have to run
most.
that by 30 different agencies. That could take weeks. That one?
Sorry, I had to close
Is
the
it her?
heat vent down there.
Yeah, I am getting a blast of warm air on me. Feels nice.
All right. So Brian says, yes, we could use this money.
Oh, they said, where's the shipment?
Oh, right. He said it's safe.
He said it's safe. And they're like, what? Like, you're hiding it from us? He
You're
said,
supposed to bring it to us.
if I give it to you, Braga will just bring another one up next week and another shipment up the week after that. He said, we should use it to lure Braga out.
Yeah. And his suggestion is a hand-to-hand delivery.
Yeah. Here's
Like
okay, good idea.
Braga would know it's a trap.
Yeah, he's saying we take the head off the
Multi-billion-dollar cartel.
Yeah. So here's the problem. Braga would not come himself, and it wouldn't be the FBI handing it to him. They don't know that Brian is FBI yet.
Right. Which would make Braga less suspicious.
But Brian is a major target right now. He killed a bunch of top dogs. I mean, I have to assume him and Dom did, but they might assume him and Dom are together. Well, they are,
They're
but
the only ones that
they
made
escaped.
it out. Yeah.
And the big, what's the guy's name that Dom was after? Oh, he's still alive.
Phoenix.
Well, they almost killed him. So I guess they didn't kill any top dogs. Phoenix,
No.
we have to assume is alive because they didn't show him dying.
Right.
But they still have no reason to think Brian's FBI. But Braga would not come out himself. That's why he hires people.
Right.
And
Like
Brian,
Campos.
they would probably kill Brian on the spot. Unavoidably. Why would they let him go?
Right. Especially if you think it's just like a street racer
Right.
or two street racers, Dom and Brian show up together. Like, this is... So it would... Like, I don't know. They haven't seen Braga yet, other than through the sliver of a door, when he was having his meeting with Campos.
Yep.
So, yeah, it would be silly of them to be like, yeah, Braga's going to be there, and Braga be there.
Well, right. And the cartel has to want to kill Brian and Dom because they now saw the cartel. The cartel turned on them, and so they have nothing to, no reason to not turn the cartel or their information they have on the cartel over to the police.
Right.
So the cartel wants them dead. Not to mention they have $30 million in coke.
How did they even get in contact with him?
Your cats are going crazy over here, man.
It's just one. I don't even know what he's chasing over there.
Oh yeah, the other one's just
Making
chilling.
all kinds of noise. Sorry if you can hear that. We have animals. It's a madhouse over here.
Wild animals.
In our podcast studio.
So anyhow, it looks like Brian's boss is considering this as a good option.
Yeah.
Warziniak is like, what? Nah, Stasiak that'll never work.
Yeah.
But
so he says he can't afford. I forget what he says, but Brian's like, he can't afford not to show up for this.
Oh right.
We have so much money in cocaine of his.
Yeah, if
He
they're
can't afford not to
multi-billion-dollar business, they could probably. It's a 1 week shipment, according to Brian.
But I think it's like a rep thing, like a reputation. Like, oh, we can just steal from the cartels. We can steal 60,000, whatever, 6 million, whatever we figured out to be. That much money worth of cocaine, and literally nothing happens to you.
Yeah, but then if what you're saying is correct, the solution then is to make the people that stole it pay for what they did. If it's like an honor thing, like nobody steals from the cartel, then there's a price to be paid. It's not like, well, we got it back.
Right.
We made a deal, they gave it back.
Right.
Like, if you're making a deal, Brian's going to want something in return. Otherwise, it's going to look suspicious.
Right. What would he even want in return?
Probably money. If he's just a street racer, he'd have to ask for money.
Right. Yeah.
Or if I know Brian, what he's done in the past, maybe he'll ask, I want to meet Braga in person and I want to work higher up. I feel like that's a Brian thing. Like, I want to be on the inside.
I want to be Phoenix's boss.
Yeah. And they're like, well, he did get away.
Yeah.
That's definitely a Brian move, though.
Right.
I don't want the money. I want the respect.
Yeah.
Guess we'll find out.
He's like, I found a loophole in your system, and I should be rewarded for that. So, so that is the end of minute 73.
Mm-hmm.
I think our memory served us pretty well.
Yeah, we did well.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mike, for joining us.
Yeah.
Briefly.
Big shout out.
And I apologize for for not being friends with you in middle school.
You should have been. Man, it was crazy times with the
I
trampoline.
bet. Trampoline next to a pool.
In-ground trampolines. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But Thanks for listening. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Jason.
And always remember,
winning's winning.